Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Once again, I am Nicodemus Kane. Today is August the 17th of 2022. I am running a bit late today. So I've been sitting here trying to find something to talk about because we said that Wednesdays are going to be our off days, our days where we're going to, find something that we can discuss. Usually by digging through Facebook and finding some of the old posts that I used to make back in 2019, which were really long, lengthy posts. But, man, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't really find anything good at all. Honestly, I couldn't. I'm sure that they're in there and they're buried, and I just didn't look. But it's like the longer I was looking, the longer I started looking at the clock, and I said, man, I'm just wasting too much time. It's just getting to be a bit too long in the tooth, as it were. So I started kind of looking at other things, just, playing around, looking at other stuff, and I remembered a video that I watched yesterday that they were talking about the cloud formations on the pictures of the Earth that they've taken throughout the years. And I started thinking, what if we talked about a couple of these things? I mean, I don't want to get too far in depth with it. Whoever did the video, they took the original blue marble from 2002? I think it was 2001, 2002, and they found a face. Let me go ahead and open this up. Let me get this right here. I've already talked about a couple of these things in different places, but let me make sure that I'm still on here. Of course, this is the old blue marble. It's interesting. I was reading through this. This is from NASA, visibleearth.nasa.gov, if you can believe that. A catalog of NASA images and animations of our fake home planet. So I was going through this and I was just kind of looking, and it's talking about, based on surface observations from June through September of 2001. Interesting. Through September of 2001. I wonder if there was anything that happened in September of 2001 that we don't know about. Or that we knew about. Not didn't know about, that we knew about. I was looking to see, is using a collection of satellite-based observations, scientists and visualizers stitched together months of observations. So this is not a full and complete picture. This is observations stitched together by scientists. It even says it right there himself. That's not a picture of your world. They don't have pictures of your world because the world is not round. But this is what they say. This is stitched together. They put this all together. So they even claim right here that it's not real. But people will take this and they will throw this in your face constantly and say, well, this is it right here. This is how we know. This is everything we know. But the one that I was watching yesterday, and I don't know if you can see it very well. It's kind of small. What the guy was doing was he was splitting this right down the middle, and he was taking the image on the right, the cloud formation on the right, and mirroring it on the left, and it came out to be this like dragon snake face kind of thing. Of course, he did it to the other side too. But I can't not see that dragon face now. It's almost like some kind of silly looking, cartoon dragon, but I can't not see it at this point. So I was he did it to a couple other ones too, and I don't remember exactly. What am I doing there? Go out of there. I don't remember exactly where he got his other images from. I can zoom in on that. Wow. But I have pointed a couple of these things out several times. Look at this weird ass cloud formation up here at the top. See, you can just tell all these. It's just shit superimposed on shit. It just doesn't look right at all. But I have talked about this before. This little buddy right here, this little guy right here, let me pull out. This little guy over here, I call him the owl because he looks like an owl. He's just kind of like a bird in flight. Some people have called him other stuff. I call him the owl because why not, right? So this little guy right here, if you kind of keep your eye on him, you can see this is NASA Blue Marble 2001. These are all those pictures. This is the same one right here. You got this little guy in the corner, and if you look on the back side, it's this face. You can see it. You know, it's got these two little things jut out. Again, whoever was doing that video had done it several times. Right here, look. What is this? See evolution of Earth's biggest selfie from Time magazine. What? Anyways, you can see it right here too. Look. Here's the face. Here's the eye, and there's the two things jutting out. I don't know. Where did this come from? Let me see. See the evolution? No, go away. And see, it's not in all of them. Although I have looked at so many of these. See, this is the one from 72. What does time say? It's nothing. It's just pictures. Okay, how do I scroll through the pictures? It's like this. Oh, there we go. And see, there's the one from 2002. And here, in 2002, NASA released the most detailed true color image of the Earth's surface ever produced at that point. They were able to stitch it together from NASA's whatever. So, but again, let me go back. Let me go back one. I know it's probably hard to see if you're watching on a phone or something. But you can definitely see, you know, again, if you split it down the middle, if you kind of visualize it, this is an eye, this is his little mouth right here, and these are little points coming out of his head. It's a dragon face. That's what it is. But that cloud formation is still right here. It's two little things coming out. There's his mouth. There's his... so that's from 2002. Okay. Why is this selected? Oh. A series of images. Ah, see. They're putting it out there now. This wasn't like this before. They didn't tell you that it wasn't real before. They just kind of said, "Well, this is the Earth. Just take our word for it." And people believed it. And people just went along with it. So what is this one? 2012. See, once you get to a certain point, once you get past to a point to where computer graphics were good, or better, I should say, they stopped doing it. Even though this is the 2012 image. This is Planet America. That's what this is. This is garbage. An image of the Earth taken from VIIRS instrument board, NASA's Earth observing research satellites. It is another composite image. Use a number of swaths of the... So in 2012, they were still making composite images. And they couldn't even get it right with the composite images. They made America huge. This is North America. This is the USA right here. This is supposed to be a picture of the world, and this is America. That means that if you come down here, South America, the hump of South America starts right about here, I think. So this South America would have wrapped around all the way to here. So this is like like Canada and South America connect in the back of this somewhere along the line. This is what they give us. This is what they want you to believe, guys. This is absolutely what they want you to believe. Now, I'm not saying you got to believe the world's flat. I'm not saying you got to believe the world's concave, hollow, whatever. I want you to know that NASA lies. This is all a lie. The newest blue marble from 2015, as seen from a distance of 1 million miles. Really? From 1 million miles. I can't remember exactly. Somebody had pointed something out on this one too, and I cannot remember what it was. It's interesting though. America finally shrunk down, because there's America right there, because that's California. Our ever-changing world. But there was something in here too that I saw. I don't remember what it was. There's always faces. There's always these like evil, weird, demonic faces inside of them. Is this the one where you flip this over and it says sex over here in the corner? I think it is. Because it looks like there's an X right there. It's like you flip this image over and it says SEX on it or something. Or maybe it was over here. I don't remember exactly where it was. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. Let's see if I can. See, here's one. So I did it again. NASA Blue Marble 2007. And sure enough, you see our little buddy come back. So this is bluemarble.ch, Blue Marble Research. But our little buddy comes back 5 years later. Let me see if I can pull this guy back up. 5 years later, our little buddy comes back, but he's moved. He's moved now. He's actually, he hasn't moved. He's still sitting over the top of Asia. He's still in the same exact place. The clouds didn't move. The globe moved. Over 5 years, we had the same exact weather patterns, the same exact cloud patterns that we did the year before. That's our little buddy. That's our little face. And sure enough, check this out. Our owl, our little owl guy right here. Look at this cloning. Oh my goodness. Can I pull this up? It's on Flickr, so who knows what we'll get. Yeah, look at this cloning right here. That's our little owl buddy right there. Oh man, every time I move this, it moves with it. That's our little owl buddy right there. That's our little owl buddy right there. So this is, yet again, this is the joke that they want you to believe, is that within 5 years, nothing changed. Nothing changed in the world. You got a completely different look at the world, and yet it's the same exact thing. I'm not trying to convince you that it's either flat or concave or whatever. I'm trying to convince you that NASA lies. They get $50 million a day in order to send you this garbage. And this is legit. These are official. Earth Observatory, NASA.gov, twin blue marbles. .gov. This is NASA. NASA gave you this shit with the same exact cloud cover. This is not acceptable. Let's see if I can find. It says that they made a composite again. Oh, wait, here we go. The cloud layer shows a single day snapshot of clouds observed by Terra Modis across the planet on July 29th, 2001. So there you go. They actually admit this. Well, that's interesting. And yet they pass it off as fact. They pass it off as truth, but it's not. It's not truth. It's not real. It's not real. It's still fake as hell. Cloud cover from the same day. From one day. The cloud cover from one day just happened to have cloning tools. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. But they actually admit it. NASA actually admitted that their stuff is a composite with cloud coverage that comes from the same exact days. How interesting. I wonder when that was added. I wonder if it says that when that was added. whenever this, I'm not going to get into the, it doesn't even say. Who knows when they put this up? Image of the day for 2007. You think this is from 2007? Maybe. Huh. It's good to know that they admit it. I never knew that they admitted it. See, this is the kind of stuff that you have to dig through. City lights. City lights on the Earth's night side are visualized from data collected by the Defense Meteorological Satellite Program mission between 94 and 95. Satellite program, a Defense Meteorological Satellite Program. Defense. Cute. From 94 and 95. So they were taking old data from 94 and 95 and put it on there. That's crazy. But again, it's a snapshot. It's a garbage snapshot that is not real. This is what they were feeding us for however many years. And of course, you can go through the, oh no, I don't want this. Go away. No, stop. Wait, what is this? Humans of Earth. Oh, it's probably some kind of something, but it has all the balls and they all change. They're all different. And like I said, the 2012, which is just Fish Islands Extreme, why would they put that out? Why would you even put that out if you're trying to convince anybody of anything? It's garbage. But what was the, somebody had, it's like I said, somebody had taken other pictures, but they pass these off as real. They give these to people, and people say, "Oh, look at this! This is so amazing!" And look at this damn thing. Can I get into this? Is this something that I can? What is this? Oh my God! Did they actually pass this off too? So what are we looking at here? Let's just go away with this. This is okay. So that's Egypt right there, because that would be the Nile River. That's the Mediterranean Sea. Oof. Oof. That's rough, guys. That's rough. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Man, look at this. I wonder when that one was taken. Here's a picture of nothing but water. This is your water world. It's just insane, man. It's absolutely insane. And there's our little buddy right there. There's our little owl buddy right there. I don't know what this one is. They say, is this the one from 70 something? Which even then there were certain coincidences inside of this one that you could look at, and I'm kind of looking between the two. It was like even though they admit that the cloud coverage was exactly the same, the cloud coverage has like been there throughout. Little pieces have been shared throughout every single one of these, and you can kind of see them. You can kind of see the little specks where they keep it. That's ridiculous stuff, man. Look how curved that is. I mean, you can see the distortion. But again, they put that out there and they're like, well, this is the real world. This is how everything looks. No, it's not how everything looks. And then, of course, you've got the one where the moon supposedly goes in front. And even on this one, you can see certain parts of the clouds, because this was supposed to be filmed by a satellite that was so many miles away that filmed the moon go in front of the Earth, and yet the clouds are the same exact way. And actually, I think this one, if you, I don't know if they actually have one where it moves, but if you watch it, let's see if I can, let's see if they've got it. What is that? Look at this satanic pentagram nonsense. Stop. What is this? Watch me get a copyright strike for this. Does this not? I don't even know where it is anymore. I don't even know where it is anymore. It doesn't even... They didn't even have it. They didn't even have the shot. It's like they got this right here, but they didn't even have a shot in the video. Now again, this is copy and paste because it's like they said, NASA even admits that this was cloud coverage that they took pictures of, that they took from one to the other. So, that's fine. And that's the size of the... Yeah, again, I'm not trying to convince anybody anything. I'm just saying that this is... Why would they need this if they are supposedly out in space? Why would they even put out an image of the Earth where America is the entire planet? It's planet America. Insane. Completely insane. I was looking at this too. So somebody made the Blue Marble in Civilization 4, which is a video game, and he used the same cloud cover. He used to. There's our little face right here with the horns coming off, and then there's the little owl. But it's all there. I mean, they even admit it. They could not get high enough in order to be able to take the picture. And then whenever they could get high enough, what'd they do? They fisheye lens the hell out of it. It's completely insane. But between these other ones, it's like I said, all the new ones too, you can find little cloud effects that come from the old ones. It's like they're just recycling the same old garbage over and over again. And I think it was Mark Sargent that said, NASA is paid to put out a product. So you're going to want to put out the best product you can. So if you have to dress it up and make it nice, then that's just what you have to do. I can understand that. I can go along with that. But they should be giving us truth, shouldn't they? I mean, straight up giving us truth. And if they can't give us truth, then, why are they dressing it up like this? Because, I mean, they're really dressing this up in order to fake it. And then they don't even come out. You have to go dig. You have to go dig for stuff like this in order to be able to say, have them say, well, this right here is the cloud layer that, single shot cloud layer of yada, yada, yada. What is Terra Modis? Let's find out what this is. Terra Modis. Moderate resolution imaging spectrometer. To according to the frequency and distribution of cloud cover. Measures the photosynthetic activity of land and marine plants to better yield estimates of how greenhouse gas is being absorbed. Okay. Okay, but it doesn't say that it's a satellite, though, does it? It says... Or is it a satellite? Is it a satellite? Terra collects data about the Earth's geochemical, and energy systems using 5 sensors that observe the atmosphere, land surface, oceans, snow and ice, and energy budget. Right, but is it a satellite? I'm sure it is, even though they're not going to tell me it straight up is. But this is good to know. This is stuff that we can actually use. You know, you can say, well, the reason that this is because I didn't know. I didn't know. It's, again, this is a website, earthobservatory.nasa.gov. I didn't know that. I don't even know if they've ever said this anywhere else. But see, that's your face. That's your face right there. And then there's our little owl buddy right there. But there are 2 other images, and I cannot remember which ones they were or where they were. But there are 2 other images that have the exact same clouds. And they're probably buried so deep now. I'm having to look in my phone because they're buried so deep. Because I know I had it. Hold on a second here. I bet you I have them in my... Let me see. Yes, just pull that up. Okay, all right. It's right here. Let me make sure I'm still recording here. This is... I don't remember where I got this from. I wish I did remember where I got this from, but I don't remember where I got this from. So what we got going on here is this is from the 2002. None of these look like the 2007. But you can see our little owl buddy is everywhere on these. So what is going on here? Where did these come from? And I wish I knew. And I don't know why this one right here, I don't know why this one's got all this damn ice all over it. See, again, I wish I knew. Maybe these came from other people that made these. I don't know. I don't know why this one has a space background behind it. It's just one of those weird kind of things that it's like, where did this come from? But somebody did this and pointed them all out. And it's just weird, isn't it? But you see how this is turned? Somebody took the standard image that they had here, the image that they must have modeled it over some kind of a globe in a program, and they were able to turn the image so that they could take these. And there's only one agency that has those original diagrams or those original images. That's NASA. So NASA had to have made these. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't know. It's one of those weird things. I'm just saying. It's one of those weird, kooky things. That was just something that came up yesterday, though. Just throwing that out there. And again, it's one of those things that why would they have to lie about it? I mean, you put that on there, and then you put the other stuff together with it, and you wait a minute. One of these hold on a sec. I'm looking at something. I know. I'm looking at something. You gotta give me 1 second here. Alright, never mind. More stuff to look into. I know, it is what it is. That one video that got pulled up is simply talking about how they made the Blue Marbles. And of course it's doing the whole, well, it's because it's made like this, because it's made like that. That kind of stuff. But again, it comes down to they still tell us this is what it is. They never stop and say, oh wait, this is not this is not real. They always say, oh well, this is like this and this is like that. They never stop and say, hey, by the way. Of course, now it's showing images of moving clouds, and of course the clouds never really move away from where they are. There was one, I can't remember which one it was. One of them that they had that it was 24 hours. 24 hours in a day, and the clouds never once moved. And it's the same clouds over and over and over again. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And I wish I could find that one video. The guy that broke into it was supposedly a weather satellite website, something. I can't remember what it is now. I saw it, what was it, 2018, 2017, somewhere around there. And he got into the files, and he found folders that had years that went all the way up to like 2050. I cannot remember who it was. I cannot remember where it was. But he found all these folders that went all the way up to 2050. And inside of each folder, there were months and then days. And in each one of those, there were image layers that corresponded with cloud cover, weather patterns. Like it wasn't predicting the weather, it was making the weather, like making the weather patterns. And inside of these folders, there was like a program or something that it would take all the images from a certain date and layer them on top of each other, and it would be cloud coverage for the day. And if, it could move to where you could see the cloud coverage move. And this, like I said, it went all the way up to 2050. Like, this guy was like looking at the weather, supposedly, the weather from like a certain day, certain month, certain year, 20, 30 years in the future. So it was really kind of strange, and I don't know if it was true or not. I'm not going to say it was. I'm not going to say it wasn't. But that was something that was found. And I always thought that was really weird, is that and it was official.gov, website. Why would they have all of these images for something that's not even happened yet? And then you put that together with weather manipulation, which, again, they've had those patents for many, many years. We're going on 80 years, 70 years plus now, because they said it was like 46 years, 47 years, or 47 years, 1946, 1947, somewhere around there. I mean, they used this stuff in Vietnam, for crying out loud. The Chinese used it whenever the Beijing Olympics were there, said that they would have perfect weather for Beijing. This stuff's been out there forever. Man-made climate change is only real because they manipulate the weather. And if they have the power to manipulate the weather, then why in the world are the weather patterns as bad as they are? Think about it for a second. So it just comes off as very interesting. Now, again, I didn't know that NASA actually admits that, that cloud coverage is, a snapshot from 2001. That's very interesting. That's very interesting stuff that they would actually put that out there. Did that happen recently? Or is that something that's been out for a while that we didn't know about? See, that's the thing to find out. I mean, if they put that out there all this time, and we're just now slowly starting to find out, then, what the heck? That's been buried forever. But they don't say that. It's nobody actually comes out and just says, oh, hey, by the way, these cloud coverage has been used since yada, yada, yada. Nobody says that. They always say, oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're crazy. That's a real picture of the world from a satellite taken up in space. No, it's not. It's a composite image. It's Photoshop, but they tell you it's real. And then whenever you tell them that it's fake, then they always say, oh no, it's real. It's absolutely real. Now they're admitting it, and it's taken this long for them to actually start coming out and saying, no, it's been fake all this time. We got the real images here, though. Here you go. This is real stuff. Once the CGI is able to trick the mind, oh, it's real now. Look. Crying out loud. Once you can get an AI program to be able to, make everything look as real as possible, take that cloud data, once the computers got big enough to be able to take all that data and put it together to actually make something that looks like it works the way they say it does. And just because they say that it's fake doesn't mean that it's still, doesn't mean that it's not flat. Don't let that discourage you. Just because we found something that they said doesn't mean anything. Doesn't even mean anything to me. I'll tell you how much right now. It's nice to know, and it's something that we can point at and tell people and say, hey, by the way, they've said this. Here, check this out. Because this has been there for a while. Apparently, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get some food and get ready to go to work. This is kind of laid back kind of talk. There was more. There were more of these though. There was other things other guys have seen, other guys have done. And again, I wish I could remember where that video was that the whoever it was where they went through those folders. I cannot remember the name of the satellite. I cannot remember the name of the channel. It's probably gone now. But it was, again, one of those things. So, it's not about whether the world is flat or not. This is about NASA just lying. NASA just lying to you and manipulating you. So anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Take care of yourselves. God bless. Always look for truth. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.